taking some kids camping here this weekend. Tomorrow's literally Friday. The time has just, yeah. But I wanted to do this hike that I wanted to do with the kids and see if it's manageable. This is my map. My seat. Can you see my seat? I'm gonna take a break for a second. What happened is we went to the park center and I asked the guy and he said, like, I mean, you can get there, not that it's like impossible, but you're probably gonna have to cross the road at some point. And the problem is I'm gonna be going with a group of kids. I don't want to cross the road with a bunch of kids. So yeah. Now we're just taking a little break. Oh, this is so awkward. I should have brought it up higher. I don't know what I was thinking, but now I'm too lazy. Break time. So when I was filming this video, I was definitely in my feelings. I graduated college this past May, and the transition from being in a very structured routine that is college and going to school to like not having as much structure in my life. Like I have work, which you guys saw in my last vlog. Like I work, but sometimes I'm only working 1 shift a week or 2 shifts, or even when I'm working 3 shifts, like on my days off, I have been feeling like just kind of almost aimless in a way, which is weird because I'm not aimless. Like I am applying to med school right now and I've been doing interviews and I've still been like preoccupied with that. But the past couple of weeks, I've just been feeling like a little bit like a little sad, and the transition, like just post-grad itself feels to me like a very liminal space where it's like it doesn't feel real, but it is. Like I know like this is like a moment in my life that like in a couple of years I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be like, wow, like I missed this time where I just like didn't really have that many responsibilities and I could kind of do whatever I wanted. And so I'm kind of like feeling like nostalgic for a time that I'm already in, but at the same time I'm also like going from undergrad to not being in school is weird. And it's something, if you're going through it, if you just recently graduated and you're also like just in this weird space, I feel you, I get it, we're in this together. Like yeah. And it's just, I think also part of the feeling that, or part of the kind of post-grad blues is just like also like feeling like I'm kind of in a space or in a season of my life that not so many other people in my life are. Like a lot of my friends are still in college. A lot of my friends are in we're just all kind of in different seasons of our life, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like also at the same time it can be a little bit isolating where I feel like, oh, I can't talk to this person about this because like I don't want to like feel like I'm a burden. I don't want to feel like I'm bragging even when I'm just like, just trying to talk about my experience. But I've honestly recently gotten better about this because I got into med school yesterday. I'm gonna make a whole video about it, but I'm just mentioning it briefly here because it's kind of important to what I want to say. And like I just realized that I can share good things that happen with the people in my life and the people that I'm closest to, and just like taking the time to like text them and talk with them and have that conversation is so fun and so fulfilling. I think it's honestly better than like posting on like Instagram or posting on TikTok about it, just because like my friends are like the people who know me and who've been there with me like when I was in the trenches. And it was a really great feeling, and I felt the most like protected almost in a way when I was telling my friends this. Like I felt so connected with them in that moment, and I felt like it's oftentimes I think when I go a bit without texting my friends, because we're all busy, we all have our lives. I have work, I have med school applications, and then they have school and other obligations, and they're working, and like everyone's busy. So sometimes a couple weeks can go by, a couple months can go by without us really talking more than like a few interactions on each other's social medias. But like whenever we actually get the time to talk, I FaceTimed a friend yesterday, and it just really reminded me of how important like staying connected to your friends is, because I feel so much better when I am connected with my friends, and I feel like I am important and valued in their life. Like it's really is helpful. I am a person who definitely loves my friends, and I think that also with post-grad came like not seeing my friends every day. Like when I was in college, I would see a friend basically every day. Like I don't think a day went by where I didn't interact with a friend or a classmate that we had like multiple classes together. Like I think college made me more social in that way, because you see people that often, and then in post-grad it's like I really only see people if it's like a planned outing, or if it's like I'm going to work, I'm seeing my coworkers, and that's different in that way. So it's like I think the transition has been a little harder because it's different, but I'm trying not to like internalize that and like let that hold me back, because it's different in a good way. I'm trying to kind of repeat this to myself, and that like all good things must come to an end. All things come to an end at some point or another. So college, it was a great time. I had a great experience in college, but it's done. And I now have to like kind of move on past that chapter of my life and now move into this new chapter that I'm in, which is post-grad, and like balancing all of the things that I kind of want to do in this gap year that I have before med school, but while also like, still trying to have fun. Like I'm not trying to spend the whole gap year just also working on goals and being busy and everything and taking away from time for myself. Like I also want to make sure that I have time for myself and to fulfill, just rest, not even like fulfill a goal, but just rest sometimes, and just trying to be fully present in this season, trying to stay grounded in this time by like taking the time to talk with my friends and text them every day intentionally has been really fun. Not like, oh, I need to talk with my friends like every day in order for us to be close, but just like, when I think of them, like sending them a TikTok, sending them a meme, oh hey, it's been a while since we've talked, can we catch up soon? And just like putting myself out there. Like it's vulnerable. It's not like the easiest thing in the world, even though it literally is as easy as sending a text message. It can feel daunting, like getting to that point. And then I've also been taking the time to like try to make every day intentional. So especially on my days off, like not letting myself just like doom scroll the whole day. I feel like, oh my God, I've been off for 3 days and I really didn't do anything. I think that's what has kind of spurred my YouTube renaissance, because I've just been getting so much more excited to film, and I've had so many video ideas just like pop up in my head, like, oh yeah, I can do this. Let me try doing this new editing style. Let me try doing different thumbnails, and just experimenting and having fun with YouTube, because it's something that takes me away from like my head, and it's hard to get in your head when you're constantly creating. So I've been enjoying like getting back into my creative process and working on that, and really really just trying to be as creative as I can, and that's helped me to make my off days more fun, because I'm like, oh, I want to do this video idea, and then I get out of the house and I do fun things and I'm planning things, and I'm like, it helps to make every day more interesting. So like today I'm off of work and I'm working on this video, and I'm also planning on going rollerblading tonight. So just like trying to do new fun things that like make your life interesting, and romanticizing the fact that, you know, like even though it's a weird time, it's weird to be post-grad and it's weird to not be in school. For those of us who kind of made it our whole identity, I kind of made it my whole identity. My biggest and my most popular video on this app is about school, it's about note-taking. So it's definitely weird when you go from like that space and that being your whole thing to now where you kind of have to figure out your identity and yourself outside of that. Like I have to figure out, okay, when I have all the time in the world, what do I like to do? What do I want to do? Like, and it's fun to be able to explore that and create that. And now I have time to do things that I didn't have time for during school. Like I'm trying to improve my Swahili. That's something that I have never just had the time to do, but now I have all the time to do it. And now I can, you know, actually actively work on that goal. And also, you know, like I said earlier, creating time for rest. Like I'm not go all the day, all the time. Like today I'm uploading this video, I'm gonna go rollerblading, and that's about it. Like it's a very chill day, and I'm still taking the time to like have slow mornings, slow evenings, and reset. Like I'm gonna do laundry maybe today so I can have a nice productive weekend, or not productive, restful weekend, because you know sometimes when you like leave resets to Sunday, then it kind of like eats into your weekend because you're like doing productive stuff when you could be like resting and like just chilling about. So yeah, it's like kind of balancing like all these goals, and then also making sure to make time for rest, because like I mentioned earlier, like I feel like this is gonna be a part of my life that I'm gonna like look back and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like I kind of wish that was me right now. When I'm in med school, I'm gonna be like, I really took that time for granted, and I don't want to feel like that. And I'm also trying not to like live so much in the future and like try to predict what future me is going to think or feel. I think sometimes I get in my head about that. Like I'm always trying to like not live with regrets, but it's kind of hard to do that. Like you're always going to look back and you're going to feel like there's things that you could have done better, or there's things that you could have, you know, like I don't know, like I feel like there's no way to live without regret. I think that that's something I am also trying to work on and work through, is like to live is to regret at some point in your life. Like you're never going to be 100% perfect, you're never going to always do things the way you want to, and I think it's a good thing to like look back and be like, oh yeah, I could have done this better, I could have done this, and it just like shows room for improvement. And yeah, that's kind of just what I'm thinking and feeling, and how I'm trying to work through this feeling and create balance and fun and whimsy in my life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another super fun vlog. So yeah, bye.